was never a very good suicide. I gave it a go now and then, but something always seemed to go wrong. The time I was living on Kingsley Drive and working for the post office, I decided to have another go at it. I swigged down a six-pack and then prepared the place. I was living on the third floor of an apartment house, and it was a fine, sunny afternoon. And as an old suicide pro, I knew what to do. I taped the cracks around the door, jammed newspapers under the door, closed all the windows, and turned on the oven and all the jets on the stove, and also started up the gas heater. I found the last beer in the refrigerator, cracked it, went to bed, sat up against the pillow and worked at the beer. Finished it. Then I stretched out flat on my back, closed my eyes. The hissing sound of the unlit gas was not unpleasant. Waiting there, I had no regrets at leaving. Although I did consider that death might be worse than life. Outside of that, there wasn't much thought. The main one being, this is very strange. There is no fear. I listened to the hissing, and then I passed into another area. I could still hear the hissing, but all about me, mostly inside my head, my brain, my skull, whatever, was this dark, steady blackness. It was a very non-threatening blackness. Then that left, and there was nothing. I have no idea how long that lasted, but at once I jackknifed, sat up in the bed. A steel band was fastened around my head, just above the eyes. The steel ring ran around my head, squeezing hard. I reached up and tried to pull the ring away. Then I started laughing. I got up still laughing and opened the windows, stopped laughing, shut off the jets, the stove, everything, sat back down on the edge of the bed and had the worst headache of my life. And then, at once, it vanished. Just an easy pumping at the temples. So I sat and thought, maybe I'm now brain damaged. Well, that's all right. I decided upon a couple of six-packs. Being closed, all I had to do was put on my shoes, which I did. Pulled the tape and newspapers from the door, walked out and down the street to the liquor store. When I got back and was fitting my key into the lock, the old lady across the way opened her door and asked, "Listen, do you smell gas?" Gas? No, I don't smell any gas. I went inside and opened a beer. Sat on the couch and let the cool juices run down my throat. Then I noticed an old cigar in the ashtray. I stuck it into my mouth, picked up the lighter, and flicked it. There was an explosion. It made this small bang, and there was a round flame in front of my face. It was intensely hot, a vigorous circle of red, almost the size of a child's balloon. Then it vanished. I smelled burning hair, and my face was indecently hot. I picked up the can of beer, went into the bathroom and looked into the mirror. My eyelashes had been burned almost completely off. A few twists of ravished hair remained, and I had no eyebrows at all. And my nose was not so red as purple. And one strand of twisted, burnt hair from my head was dangling into my face. And then I started laughing again.